In the summer of 2023, Birmingham, England was shocked by a disturbing crime when the lifeless body of a young nursing student was found in an abandoned warehouse. No one could have predicted the unexpected turn the investigation would take. Amelia Carter, born on March 15, 2003 in Birmingham, lived in the Edgbaston district with her mother and stepfather. At the age of 20, she was pursuing a nursing degree at Birmingham City University while working part-time at Boots Pharmacy. She resided in a modest three-bedroom house on Wellington Road, shared with her mother, Denise Carter, 42, who ran a local convenience store on Hagley Road, and her 45-year-old stepfather, Marcus Brown, a bus driver with National Express West Midlands. Despite their separation, Amelia's biological father, Anthony Carter, 44, kept in touch and lived in Solihull. In January 2023, Amelia began her placement at Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham for practical training. Her colleagues described her as thorough and attentive to patient needs. Her supervisor, Sarah Jenkins, highlighted Amelia's exceptional potential in patient care and medical procedures in a February 2023 assessment. Amelia's work history demonstrated dependability, with no unauthorized absences and positive performance evaluations. Bank statements revealed consistent savings patterns, indicating good financial management. In March 2023, Amelia began a relationship with Leon Williams, a 37-year-old police constable with the West Midlands Police, which began at a routine community engagement event at Birmingham City University. Williams had been with the force since 2015 and was assigned to the Edgbaston neighborhood team. His personnel file showed no prior disciplinary actions. Amelia actively posted on social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook, sharing her daily life, academic progress, and career goals. Between January and March 2023, her posts reflected typical social activities, including university events, family gatherings, and professional development. Communication patterns indicated consistent interactions with her circle of friends and family. Her medical records, obtained from her GP on Bristol Road, showed no significant health problems, with regular checkups and up-to-date vaccinations. Mental health screenings conducted during her university enrollment in 2021 and 2022 also revealed no concerns. Educational records from Birmingham City University documented her enrollment in the BSc nursing program starting in September 2021, with a strong performance in practical nursing modules. Amelia's academic advisor, Dr. Helen Morris, mentioned Amelia's clear career goals, including specialized training in emergency care. Her professional development showed enrollment in additional certification courses such as basic life support and medical ethics, which were scheduled to finish in the summer of 2023. Her employment references from Boots Pharmacy emphasized her reliability and customer service skills. However, her relationship with PC Williams remained secret from both her university and work supervisors. CCTV footage from various locations in Birmingham city center between March and April 2023 showed their meetings, mostly in public spaces like cafes and restaurants in the Bullring Shopping Center. Williams, who joined the West Midlands Police in 2015 after transferring from Greater Manchester Police, had been married to Sophia Williams née Cooper since 2012 and had two children, aged 8 and 6. Their home was listed as Moseley, Birmingham, with a mortgage jointly held with his wife. Performance reviews from 2015 to 2022 indicated satisfactory job performance, although internal records mentioned 3 informal complaints about aggressive behavior during routine stops, all of which were dismissed after preliminary investigations. A 2022 workplace assessment noted occasional difficulties with authority, but these were considered within acceptable limits. Digital forensic analysis from Williams' personal mobile device uncovered a series of communications with Amelia starting in March 2023, not 2021 as initially thought. These messages revealed intentional deception regarding his marital status during the first 2 months of their relationship. His communication patterns showed increasing control, with frequent location requests and demands for prompt replies. CCTV footage from several Birmingham locations confirmed multiple meetings during Williams's patrol hours. Vehicle tracking data from his police car identified unauthorized detours from his assigned routes, coinciding with these encounters. Financial records showed ATM withdrawals, suggesting an effort to avoid traceable transactions. On April 15th, 2023, Amelia accessed Williams's mobile phone during a meeting at the Figure of Eight pub, discovering photos of his family and evidence of his marriage. Messages on her WhatsApp, recovered by forensic experts, revealed her distress and moral dilemma regarding the situation. She sent an email on April 18th, 2023, to Sophia Williams via her workplace email at Birmingham Children's Hospital, detailing the relationship, including photographs and time-stamped messages. The email was intercepted by Williams, who had unauthorized access to his wife's accounts, which he monitored regularly. Cellular data placed Williams's phone at Amelia's residence on Wellington Road at 10:15 p.m. On April 18th, 2023, neighbors reported hearing loud voices and saw a police vehicle present for about 45 minutes. CCTV from nearby properties recorded Williams entering in uniform, but the cameras did not capture his departure due to angle limitations. Williams had logged himself as unavailable on his police radio at 9:45 p.m. that evening, citing community engagement between 9:45 p.m. and 2:30 a.m. GPS data from his warrant card confirmed his presence at Wellington Road, even though he had logged his location as Broad Street. Further investigation revealed that Williams accessed police databases 17 times to look up Amelia's personal information and conduct unauthorized background checks on her family, breaching West Midlands Police's data protection protocols. However, these actions went undetected due to his authorized access. Text messages recovered from Williams's device between April 18th and 20th, 2023 showed escalating threatening behavior, with references to potential consequences for Amelia's career and family. Linguistic analysis revealed growing aggression and emotional instability. Williams deleted these messages, but forensic recovery ensured they were fully documented. Colleagues at the Edgbaston Police Station observed notable behavioral changes in Williams during April 2023, including increased agitation and reduced participation in team activities. Supervisor notes indicated that Williams made unusual shift change requests that seemed to align with Amelia's university schedule. On July 12, 2023, Birmingham experienced an overcast day with intermittent rain, setting the stage for the tragic events that followed. Williams initiated contact with Amelia via a series of text messages, suggesting they meet near Cannon Hill Park to discuss their situation. Digital evidence later revealed that his messages included manipulative language, pressuring Amelia to meet while pretending to be conciliatory despite the tension in their relationship. Amelia agreed to meet, leaving her shift at Boots Pharmacy early after informing her colleague, Sarah Mitchell, that she needed to properly end things. CCTV footage captured Amelia walking toward the park in black leggings, a white blouse, and carrying a blue handbag, later found to contain documented evidence of their relationship and his misconduct. Williams arrived at the park in his personal black BMW 3 Series after signing out from his police duties under the guise of community engagement. This deliberate misuse of police time was later cited as evidence of premeditation. The choice to use his personal vehicle instead of a marked police car indicated further efforts to deceive. Witnesses saw the first interaction between Williams and Amelia near the park's boating lake. Their accounts consistently described Williams as displaying aggressive body language, while Amelia appeared increasingly distressed. Margaret Thompson, a local resident walking her dog, reported hearing female screams and aggressive shouting from a male, prompting her to contact emergency services. By the time police responded to the 999 call, Williams had forced Amelia into his car and sped off, running multiple traffic lights during his escape. The CCTV systems in Digbeth tracked the vehicle as it moved through Birmingham city center, but the footage became increasingly sparse as it entered the industrial district. The murder took place inside an abandoned warehouse on the Faisley Industrial Estate. Forensic findings revealed that Amelia fought for her life, leaving behind defensive wounds and DNA traces scattered around the scene. Williams used his police-issued Glock 17 service pistol to fire 2 fatal shots at close range into Amelia's chest, showing both his police training and his intent to kill. In an attempt to destroy evidence, Williams set Amelia's body on fire in the surrounding area. This was discovered by security guard James Harrison during routine checks, which led to the swift involvement of fire services and eventually a major criminal investigation under Detective Chief Inspector Sarah Reynolds. Dr. Michael Chin's autopsy confirmed that the cause of death was gunshot wounds, and there was clear evidence of an assault before the shooting. The defensive wounds on Amelia's hands and arms showed she had fought back against her attacker, while forensic analysis suggested she had been dragged across the warehouse floor after her death. After the murder, Williams returned to Edgbaston Police Station, pretending to continue his usual duties. He attempted to create an alibi through community engagement paperwork while discarding incriminating items in an external bin. However, forensic examination of his vehicle revealed traces of Amelia's blood in both the boot and back seat, despite his efforts to clean it. The mounting evidence led Detective Chief Inspector Reynolds to authorize Williams' arrest. Armed response units detained him at his Moseley home, where body-worn camera footage captured his initial claim of being on routine patrol throughout the day. A search of his home uncovered Amelia's phone hidden in the garage, along with partially burned documents matching those from her handbag. Amelia's murder sent shockwaves through the Birmingham community, especially among those who knew her from university and her job at Boots. The case gained major media attention not only because of its brutality, but also due to the shocking revelation that a serving police officer had misused his authority to commit murder. Following the discovery of Amelia's body, West Midlands Police launched Operation Nightshade. Due to PC Leon Williams' position as an active officer, the Independent Office for Police Conduct, IOPC, was notified and took over the investigation. Detective Chief Inspector Sarah Reynolds led the investigation with the help of the Major Crime Unit and forensic specialists. Williams initially claimed he had been with his wife, Sophia, at their Moseley home during the time of the murder. Sophia Williams initially supported this alibi in her first police interview, saying they had spent the afternoon watching television together. However, digital device analysis revealed she had been at Birmingham Children's Hospital working her nursing shift, contradicting both statements. The investigation uncovered Williams' repeated attempts to manipulate evidence. Security footage from a service station on Bristol Road showed Williams purchasing fuel in a portable container at 12:15 p.m., conflicting with his alibi. Bank records confirmed this transaction, and Williams had tried to use cash for most of his purchases that day to avoid leaving an electronic trace. Digital forensic experts recovered deleted CCTV footage from the Edgbaston Police Station security system, revealing that Williams had accessed the control room outside of his authorized hours. Technical analysis confirmed that he had attempted to delete footage showing his vehicle movements. His police login credentials were used to access multiple surveillance databases, likely to track the progress of the investigation. Cell site analysis linked Williams' cousin, Andre Phillips, a former security systems technician, to key locations during the evidence disposal phase. Forensic analysis of Phillips's vehicle showed fibers matching Amelia's clothing and traces of accelerant matching that used in the murder scene. Text messages between Williams and Phillips revealed coded communications regarding evidence disposal and witness intimidation. Sophia Williams later described how her husband had controlled and manipulated her, explaining her initial false statement was made out of fear. She provided critical new information about Williams' actions on the day of the murder. A financial investigation showed Williams had withdrawn large sums of money from their joint accounts in the weeks leading up to the murder, totaling £12,000. Bank records also revealed transfers to Phillips's account, disguised as personal loans. Both men had purchased pay-as-you-go mobile phones that were exclusively used for communication during the key period. Forensic examination of Williams' home uncovered more evidence, including Amelia's university IID card and personal diary hidden behind wall panels in a locked garage storage unit. DNA analysis of burned material in the garden incinerator matched Amelia's clothing. An internal police investigation found that Williams had cultivated relationships with officers in charge of CCTV monitoring and evidence storage. Several junior officers reported feeling pressured to overlook his unauthorized access to secure areas, and 2 officers were suspended for failing to report suspicious behavior. Phillips's role expanded beyond evidence disposal when investigators discovered his security expertise had been used to disable cameras around the industrial estate. Technical analysis of the damaged CCTV equipment revealed sophisticated tampering that matched Phillips's methods from his security work. The investigation also uncovered Williams's attempts to create false evidence, using police resources to fabricate documentation suggesting Amelia had been involved in drug-related activities in an effort to mislead the investigation. These documents were traced to a printer at Edgbaston Police Station using Williams's access card. The investigation file submitted to the Crown Prosecution Service included over 300 witness statements, extensive forensic evidence, digital communication records, and detailed analysis of Williams and Phillips' efforts to obstruct justice. The investigation not only uncovered the brutal murder of Amelia Carter, but also exposed the widespread abuse of police power and the betrayal of family loyalty in the attempt to cover up the crime. The Crown Court trial against P.C. Leon Williams began at Birmingham Crown Court on January 15, 2024, before Justice Eleanor Matthews. The case, R.V. Williams and Phillips, attracted massive media attention, requiring enhanced security measures and strict protocol enforcement. The prosecution, led by Queen's Counsel Victoria Hardley, presented a solid case demonstrating premeditation, abuse of police powers, and calculated efforts to conceal evidence. Key evidence included detailed phone records showing Williams's use of police databases to track Amelia's movements and monitor her communications in the months leading up to her death. Forensic pathologist Dr. Michael Chin provided testimony on the manner of death, revealing that Amelia had been restrained with police-issued handcuffs before being shot twice in the chest. Burn pattern analysis indicated she was still alive when the fire was started, which added to the gravity of the case. This testimony visibly affected the jury, with 2 members requesting brief recesses due to the graphic nature of the descriptions. Digital forensics expert Dr. James Patterson presented crucial evidence about Williams's attempts to delete CCTV footage and manipulate electronic records, showing his sophisticated understanding of police systems and procedures. The prosecution called 37 witnesses over 6 weeks, including fellow officers who testified about Williams's increasingly erratic behavior and abuse of his position. Senior officers explained how Williams had manipulated duty rosters and patrol assignments to facilitate meetings with Amelia, while junior colleagues spoke of instances where they were intimidated when questioning his activities. Andre Phillips's involvement emerged as a key part of the prosecution's case. Financial records showed regular payments from Williams to Phillips, coinciding with significant events in the murder timeline. Technical evidence linked Phillips to the disabling of security systems at the crime scene, and cell site analysis placed him at locations where Amelia's belongings were discarded. Sophia Williams's testimony proved damaging to the defense, as she explained how Williams monitored her communications and coerced her into providing his initial alibi. The jury deliberated for just 4 hours before returning a unanimous guilty verdict for both defendants. Williams was convicted of murder, perverting the course of justice, misconduct in public office, and multiple counts of unauthorized access to police systems. Phillips was found guilty of assisting an offender and perverting the course of justice. At sentencing on March 10, 2024, Justice Matthews delivered a harsh critique of Williams's actions, emphasizing how his behavior not only ended a young life but severely undermined public trust in the police. Williams received a life sentence with a minimum of 30 years plus additional concurrent sentences for the supplementary charges. Phillips was sentenced to 15 years in prison for his significant involvement and lack of cooperation with investigators. The sentence incorporated the statutory minimum term increase for murders committed by serving police officers, which had been introduced following previous cases of police misconduct. Justice Matthews specifically highlighted how Williams had abused his position, knowledge, and authority to commit murder and evade justice, calling his actions a fundamental betrayal of public trust and police principles. Days after her daughter's murder, Denise Carter shared her grief in a public statement. Struggling to hold back tears, Denise described Amelia as her best friend and the brightest light in her life. Amelia, the eldest of 3 children, had been a role model for her siblings and a pillar of strength for her family. Recently accepted into a postgraduate social work program at the University of Birmingham, she had plans to dedicate her career to helping vulnerable communities. Denise's words painted a picture of a woman with a vibrant future, now stolen. Amelia's case drew national attention, sparking discussions about domestic violence, coercive control, and the accountability of law enforcement officers. Advocacy groups like Refuge and Women's Aid called for systemic reforms to prevent individuals in positions of power from exploiting their relationships. In Birmingham, local activists and community leaders mobilized to honor Amelia's memory and push for change. Reverend Charles Thornton from St. Paul's Church in the Jewelry Quarter led efforts to raise awareness about coercive control, stating, "This tragedy is a stark reminder that abuse doesn't always leave visible scars." Denise and Marcus founded the Amelia Carter Foundation in late 2023, aiming to support victims of coercive control and domestic abuse while educating the public on warning signs. At the launch event at the Birmingham City Council House, Denise emphasized the importance of turning pain into action. Amelia always wanted to make a difference. "Through this foundation, she still can," she said. On the 1-year anniversary of Amelia's death, a memorial service was held at Cannon Hill Park, where a cherry blossom tree was planted in her memory. More than 300 people, including family, friends, and abuse survivors, paid tribute to Amelia's life. Denise spoke at the event, her voice a mix of sorrow and determination, stating, "Amelia's story is not just about tragedy, it's about resilience and the urgent need for change." In the months following the memorial, Denise and Marcus continued their advocacy efforts, speaking at conferences, schools, and public forums across the UK. Their work kept Amelia's name at the forefront of discussions on domestic violence and coercive control. For the Birmingham community, her memory became a symbol of hope and a catalyst for change. Though Amelia's life was tragically cut short, her legacy continues to inspire action through the foundation, advocacy groups, and the lives she touched. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the need to protect the vulnerable and hold abusers accountable, ensuring her death marks not an end, but a new beginning.